Welcome, travelers, to New York, the capital of the universe. I'm delighted you've tuned in to the premiere episode of Spotlight on New York City. I'm Anna Coonan, here in the offices of MVP NY, publishers of the most information-packed city magazines and books ever. In and Where New York magazines, Quick Guide New York itineraries, Where Guestbook New York, and In New York maps. The good news is, they're free. Today, we'll be spotlighting 3 must-see places. So sit back and enjoy the most electrifying city on the planet. Now, if you're like I am, when you think of the downtown financial district of New York City, you think money, you think banking, you think lots of guys in suits running around yelling at each other. Well, I think you and I are both in for a huge surprise today because I am standing in the newest, hottest attraction downtown. It's the Sports Museum of America. So here we are at one of the exhibits, probably one of the coolest, most exciting ones. It's the Heisman Trophy, which since 1935 has been awarded to the top college football player in the country. I'm standing here in the Auto Racing Gallery with Ted Lashinsky, who's a staff member here at the Sports Museum of America. So Ted's going to just tell us a little bit about this room because there's some really cool things going on.
Yeah, that's right, Anna. Like every one of our galleries, the auto racing room has its own kind of distinct atmosphere or ambiance. For here, you'll notice these race cars going around on the track. Well, when you step into this section of the auto racing gallery, you are on the infield of the Daytona 500. These cars are flying around, and the audio is roaring.
I was noticing the floor was rumbling a little.
The floor is shaking, and you're right there. It's really cool. It just puts you right there like you're in Daytona watching one of these races.
Kind of terrifying. So we are here now in the hockey room, obviously. Can you tell me a little bit about this, who this guy is here?
Yeah, absolutely. As you, when you segue into the hockey gallery, what you'll notice here is my good friend Sidney Crosby welcoming you to the gallery. And this is really a replica of him, of course, but the equipment is real. The jersey, this is his stuff that he has lent to the Sports Museum of America, so you get a chance to touch his helmet and his face mask.
Okay, so what is this?
This is really cool. This is a situation where we've established an interactive where you can look, and you're actually the eyes of the goalie. Hendrik Lundqvist, who's the goalie for the New York Rangers, allowed us to strap cameras onto his helmet during a recent practice in the offseason for the Rangers, and we filmed the action that he sees. So you're literally his eyes during a professional practice.
I feel like the hockey puck's going to come at my face. So we're standing here now in the football gallery. Even I recognize the name on this jersey here, and I, again, know nothing. Give me a little bit about this Joe Montana jersey.
Well, what's interesting in the case of the Joe Montana jersey is we've acquired this particular jersey through a private collector.
So I know I can't take this jersey home and wear it to bed tonight. But is there a way I can bring home some sort of memento or a replica or something like that?
Actually, there is. We have along with the museum, we have a beautiful retail store right downstairs from the museum that all folks are welcome to come into. It's not part of the museum per se. You can just walk on in.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that on my way out. If you want any more information on the Sports Museum of America, you can check out their website or call the phone number. It's located in downtown Manhattan. You should definitely check this place out. It's super cool. So I think we're going to head uptown for some lunch. All right, see you in a bit. Here I am sitting in the middle of Central Park, an oasis for us New Yorkers, and also the home of the destination restaurant Tavern on the Green. Now, this Victorian Gothic structure used to house 200 sheep, but it was converted in 1934, much to New York City's delight, into this enchanting destination restaurant. So let's go check it out, see what we can see. Cheers. I'm now sitting here with Bill Zambrato, who is the general manager of Tavern on the Green. So, Bill, tell me a little bit about the restaurant. Why do people come here?
I think Tavern on the Green is very much Americana to a lot of people. Certainly, we do get our fair share of tourists all over from the Midwest, from all over the country. And it's, I think, become a staple of New York for visitors from abroad. Also New Yorkers who come here a lot for special occasions, be it anniversaries, birthdays, anything that they want to celebrate. One of the first places they think of is Tavern on the Green.
The Crystal Garden here at Tavern on the Green is home to a menagerie of topiaries that were actually designed by the same people who created the greenery for the movie Edward Scissorhands. The restaurant is also the only restaurant in the country that has its own full-time horticultural staff. So a question I know maybe we're not supposed to ask, but are there ever any celebrity sightings here, any celebrity parties, anything like that?
Sure. From time to time, we do have our fair share of celebrities that come in. Some regulars, of course, are Regis Philbin, who talks about us frequently on the show. Fran Drescher is usually here in the summertime almost every day. Steve Guttenberg is one of the other regulars who comes, recently in the summer. But there's always many different celebrities. We do a lot of Broadway openings, so we have a lot of stars from Broadway for different events and such, Lincoln Center events, Film Society every year. So yes, we do get our fair share of celebrities, yes.
So I'll be camping out, waiting for my autographs outside. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, that was an awesome lunch. I wish I had time to stay for some of their famous cheesecake, but unfortunately, it's on to the next spot. So if you want any more information on Tavern on the Green, you can go to the link below or call the telephone number. So let's get going. Radio City Music Hall is synonymous with the word spectacle. And since its opening in 1932, it's hosted everyone from Tony Bennett and Frank Sinatra to Sting and B.B. King. And it's the home to the world's highest kicking dance company and my personal favorite, the Rockettes. So I'm standing here with Jared, who's one of the tour guides here at Radio City. So tell me a little bit about how we'd start out the tour. We're in this huge space here. What's that about?
Well, this is actually called the Grand Foyer, and it's actually 60 feet all the way from the floor to the ceiling. It was just designed that way by the architects because they were trying to fill people with like a theatrical sense of awe when they came inside of the music hall. Well, the first thing normally that we point out in here is the biggest thing in here, which is actually this mural right up here on the wall. It's a huge mural. It's 60 by 40 feet. It was painted by a man named Ezra Winter, and it's called the Fountain of Youth. So the fountain is actually all the way up there at the top of the mountain. It's probably kind of hidden behind the chandelier where you're standing. It's just a little bitty pointy triangular thing all the way up there at the top.
So obviously a lot of cool people have performed here. Who are some of your favorites or some of the coolest you think?
Oh my gosh, who are my favorites? Well, probably who I would think is a favorite, probably you wouldn't think is a favorite. I think the longest running show that we actually had here concert-wise was back in 1993. It was Bette Midler. She actually sold out, I think, 30 shows, which was absolutely amazing. I wasn't here.
Hello. Hello. So I just want to ask you a couple questions, if that's all right. So you're a Rockette.
Yes, I am a Rockette.
How long has this been going on?
I've been a Rockette now for 5 years.
So are there like different crews of Rockettes, or it's just the same whatever number it is all the time?
Yep, we're all Rockettes. There's about 200 of us. We have Rockettes here that perform in New York City and then in our outside markets as well.
Can you teach me any moves?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my God! Will you pass along my resume? Thank you so much, Anna. You have a lovely name.
Oh, so do you.
Good luck. I'll be looking for you on stage soon.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Wow, that was a great tour. Super informative. Jared was so awesome. I learned a lot. I would definitely recommend this to anybody visiting the city. So if you want any more information, once again, you can go to the website below or call the phone number. I'm exhausted. It's been a super long day. So I think it's time to head back to the office. What a great New York City day. Many thanks to the Sports Museum of America, Tavern on the Green, and Radio City Stage Door Tours. For more information on the greatest city on earth, go to mvpny.net. And don't forget to enter the contest to win free New York-centric prizes on In New York's MySpace and Facebook pages. Hey, why not become a friend and get all the latest info on happenings in a flash? I'm Anna Coonan for Spotlight on New York City.